Okay, technical difficulties happen. This is unfortunately not quite as blind as we would like now, but oh well. Hey guys, this is GamerCow.
And people of the internet world, how you doing? It's Cubot2, and I'm frustrated because my recording device is tending to be a jerk today.
Yeah, Camtasia decided I'm not going to render this video properly, and basically the entire side from Kid cut out for 20 minutes. So I'm gonna upload my own perspective as a single thing at some point. I guess if you would want the video, I can send it to you as well. But yeah, I'm gonna upload mine as a single thing, but we're going to have the race proper, which is not blind until stage 4 now. Coming up here.
Well, it may be blind, but by stage 3, we're still gonna be struggling to no end.
Oh, we're still gonna die on stage 3. Right, so the whole reason this can be done in the first place, and probably only going to happen for this game due to plot reasons, point device mode. You basically have to do a no-miss clear, but it's not as unforgiving as it sounds, because if you die, then you go back to the previous checkpoint. And there you go.
So this is basically all just one go, but once you revert back to the checkpoint, you just redo it again and again and again until you get it right.
Yeah. And you can use bombs, and you get bomb pieces for the same way you would get light pieces in the regular Legacy mode, but you don't have to use them, and we may well try and save them for later, because that's when it gets actually hard.
Then you're respawning at the same point in the checkpoint anyway multiple times, so we figured, why waste a bomb at some point that you're going to just checkpoint to every now and again?
Yeah, the only catch is you lose 1 point of power for the first so many times. I don't know how many times you need to die before it stops, but I know it does stop at some point, so there is that.
I think previous time I died like 30 times to one certain non-spell card, and I think it still kept going.
So, let's talk shot types, because there are 4, and apparently I have save data for Reimu. I don't know how that works, because I haven't used Reimu at all yet, but, okay.
I know I do, somehow.
Reimu is essentially exactly the same as she was as Reimu B in the previous game. She has the homing amulets as her regular hit, she's got her bomb as Fancy Seal, and her focus shot is the wider version of Persuasion Needle compared to 10 Desires, so you don't get quite as much damage on bosses, but when you're focused you can still hit more fairies and stuff like that in one go.
Meanwhile, Marissa in her blue little outfit there is relatively the same in 10 Desires, that's what we consider, right? Yeah. She uses her lasers for her non-focus. Her focus is the dimension missiles, the fusion missiles.
Yeah.
And her bomb is a directional, you can choose the direction you want to shoot at, but it's basically a Master Spark where you can tilt its direction into another direction in sorts.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what Marissa is. Also Ressa in blue. Or sparkly blue, for that matter.
Yeah, and the little moon on the chest. It's really cute. But yeah, the Master Spark is more movable than it used to be, which is not at all, and less movable than Final Spark on spell card stuff. So there you go. Then we have Sunai, who's generally considered easy mode in this game because she has pretty much all the strongest traits from UFO, and apparently I have save data for her as well, but I haven't used Sunai here. It's really weird. Her frogs, so the unfocused shot, the Cobalt Spread, the Sky Serpent from Sunai A from UFO has the whole home in on the enemies feature, and her spell card is the Sunai B bomb from before. So unless it's been drastically nerfed in power, this is a ridiculously good shot type to be using for the game.
Also, Sunai's design is more schoolgirl-ish than anything else.
Yeah, slightly. I mean, I guess the dress is a bit shorter, isn't it? So
she does have her sleeves cut off, so maybe she's trying to follow Reimu's footsteps in design as well.
Maybe. And then I guess
yeah.
Let's just move on from that, because we don't want that to go down wrong territory. So then we finally got Raisin, who's a really weird shot type that I don't know too much about the unfocused shot, because I never got power when I used it for one checkpoint just to see how the game save stuff worked. But her focus shot pierces, and that's annoying because it got stolen from Marissa. Marissa's lasers don't pierce, and that's really stupid. Her bomb, apparently, I don't know what sort of screen clearing power that it has, but apparently it gives you 3 extra hits, but your hitbox gets larger. So probably not as useful as it sounds. Just it's not like Sakuya's Sakuya A's bomb from the previous game, where it would, clear the screen off, time stop style and all that. You don't get bomb pieces back if it runs out. So yeah,
that's the thing. Who knows?
So, just like before, I am not changing characters just because we're restarting this. I am still going to be using Marissa, and we are not going to be resuming from our save, so I have myself set up for that.
And continuing from last time as well, for the trend, I'll be Reimu for this. So the casual trend of Reimu versus Marissa.
Yep. Classic fight. Are we ready to go?
I guess so. I guess we're choosing the blue one? Or the one on the right?
Yeah, the one on the right. Should go with that. So I have a timer because we're not going to be recording this all in one go. This game is longer than average as well, at least according to the music room. And yeah, we want to make sure that we can actually render these videos properly, which even though we took precautions didn't happen last time, but hey, details. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, go. So this game's kind of interesting in its mechanics, because you really want to kill all the enemies you can and graze all the bullets that you can. The longer, up to about a second, if you graze the same bullet like this, then you actually get a graze item off of it. Plus, it gives you 5 graze points instead of the usual 1.
I think you're already in the lead.
Oh, did you already die? Whoops. That didn't happen last time.
Whoops! I was kind of getting greedy for the power, and I didn't like pay attention to where the bullet was going. So, yeah, that was my own stupid fault. I'm greedy for power, in case nobody knows how I play, which that can be a bad thing usually.
So the goal is to kill like all the enemies in a section and then get at least 200 grays. Because if you can manage to do that, then you will get a resource piece. In Legacy mode, the old mode, it's a light piece, but because lives don't exist here, it's a bomb piece instead. So that is the idea, but it's kind of hard to do with Marissa, because of course Marissa doesn't have range for pretty much anything. So it's tricky to do, but the enemy kill is as a percentage, so say if you kill half the enemies in a chapter, then you would need 400 grays in order to get that chapter up. Also, Seren over here, although she hasn't revealed her name yet on thing, but we've done this already, so yeah, Seren over here.
We've done this enough that it's warranted that, yeah, we kind of know what's going on.
She actually killed me there. Good job. She doesn't have any spell cards on normal up until the boss fight, but she is, other than Alice, I think she is the only character to appear 3 times in the same stage, which is kind of interesting.
It's interesting to me, though, that it's a character that appears 3 times instead of your usual, there's a mid-boss and then there's another boss, which I don't think that's happened for a little while. Thinking about it. Like, there hasn't been a mid-boss and then a boss separately. Like, last time I'm thinking about was Midoriko and Shizuo.
Indeed. So yeah, that's basically stage 1. It's really hard to get the resources in this mode. I imagine on higher difficulties you would be able to get the required grays really easily, but it's not so straightforward when you're playing this on. I have enough grays, so let's just finish that. Yeah, this first spell card actually did kill me the first time I played it because there's an aim component which I did not see coming, so...
And it killed me.
Nah. It happens. It almost killed me there, actually. I don't know what I was doing with that, but... yeah, we're done. That's good. The 200 grays is really all you need on bosses per thing, and if you manage that, then you're able to get the resource piece, no problem. So... that is obviously useful. We didn't really die very much on the first stage. I think I died twice on the first stage when I played it, before. So, the first couple of stages are not really going to. Well, no, I can't even say that because the second stage boss was actually kind of tricky, but the first stage wasn't really going to give us too much of an issue. But the second stage, well, yeah, the boss at least was kind of tricksy here. I'm sure there's a better way of getting all the grace and stuff that you need off of these bullets, but I obviously don't really know how best to go about that when I'm using Marisa. If you do graze bullets, then so long as you are grazing bullets, the items on screen slow down, so that's another thing you can use to your advantage. So yeah, suicide bullets, nothing too fancy here. Again, getting the graze would be really hard for Marisa there though. I only got 69 chapter graze in that whole thing. I guess if you shotgun the enemies a bit, you could probably get a lot more graze off of it, but then Marisa has a hard time going back and killing the enemies, as we saw there, so... And then we have Ringo, who has a really funny name. And she killed me, of course.
I'm thinking it might be like a ringleader type of thing.
Yeah, because she is supposedly a general in the Lunatic army, so that would make sense.
Speaking of, I was wanting to bring this up while we were here doing the first 3 stages here, but the story behind this game is a completely U-turn for what everyone thought it was going to be, and that makes me laugh a bit because that's just kind of proves you don't judge by the first 3 stages of a game, because the story mode itself can change by quite a bit.
Okay, I will have enough I think I will have enough grace to get the light beast. Well, not the light beast, the one beast here. Maybe, if I don't mess this up. As we want to do. This is a very long chapter segment. Yeah, we had more than enough grace there, which is good. You can probably farm some of these enemies for grace, which I think would help a lot, but again, when you're doing the blind playthrough stuff, you kind of don't know how that sort of stuff would work out, so... And we haven't played it again since the first recording of it, so even though we know roughly what's happening in these first stages, that doesn't mean we know how to, like, optimize them for resources.
We know what's going to happen, but we haven't learned how to handle it yet. It's a learning process, people. You can't expect us to get it right the first time every time.
Oh yeah, this first spell card caught me a lot. I was like, no, small bullets, please. But I died this time, but I captured it first time. So it's a weird attack. I could see this being terrifying on Lunatic, but because it's kind of like is it Sukuna? I think she was. Wow, it killed me twice. The last boss from the previous game, I think it was Sukuna that she was called, the Inchling thing. A lot of her attacks.
I don't know the last game, so yeah. I couldn't tell you.
Wow, her random movement this time is really not being too kind to me, though. We're gonna get it, I think. Yep, okay, good. So these non-spells are almost I don't want to say Yukari-esque in terms of the non-spells because they're not using kunais, but it almost feels a little bit like a very weird form of boundary between wave and particle, if that makes sense, because of the way that everything rotates around.
Yeah.
Also, bullets interfering with bullets, this is not something that happens very often within the series, and is always really interesting to find, but I didn't apparently have trouble with it this time. I died a couple of times the first time I did this, but yeah. Last non-spell's not as bad as the second one, I don't think. You can kind of run through this one fairly easily on normal. And then we get the last spell card here, which is Olympic Rings crossed with Suneye crap, because, you know, it's actually not as bad as it looks, though. I don't think, like, if you... As I died to it, I actually caught it first time when I played. So, if you're careful enough and make small movements, this is not as bad as it used to be. I actually think that's maybe because the game is upscale compared to what it was before. So, like, you know, the movement itself is, like, I guess you can move better. I don't know quite where I'm going with that, but you know, the previous games were all 640 by 480. This is double that size. So
yeah,
the bullets in general, like, they feel smaller than they used to be, but again, that might just be me. Anyway, stage 3 is basically, we got to the end of this stage before and it wrecked our face, so yeah, that's where we're at right now.
I'll be there shortly.
Oh, I didn't see the bullet for some reason with that. Heck yeah. So if we're gonna catch up anywhere, it's probably gonna be when one of us dies on stage portions, because these stage portions can be quite long for like one chapter. I think I actually did. I did use my bomb on this section before because
okay,
it's kind of tough. So I guess my goal should be to be killing these Makai fairies. I never mentioned that last time, actually. These fairies have got the exact same appearance as those in Makai from UFO. I thought that was pretty cool. But... oh, and then we have laser revenge fairies, because why not, right?
Oh my god, lasers.
Thankfully, they're just straight moving, but yeah.
Ah, come on. You know, your non-spells are ridiculous sometimes.
Yeah, this is, I guess, the other potential problem of restarting stuff like this, is that we were really close the first time, and now, I guess,
yeah, we were close enough that it almost felt like an actual race.
Well, I mean, that's still gonna come. Oh, right, that's it. Yeah, I died at this attack last time as well. I'm not very good at Doremy's attacks.
Her last spell almost seems easy to me, actually, thinking about it. But that's Ringo's last spells. But so, and then maybe that's just me thinking it's easy, when her non-spell kind of kept catching me off guard for some reason.
Oh, I am not good at this Scarlet Nightmare, as it's called. I am not good at this mid-boss attack. Oh, I think I know why I'm not good with it, but I don't know how to really go about doing anything about it, you know? Because it circles in, and now I don't know how to get back to it.
There's revenge lasers, sorry, just revenge lasers.
But you see, then stuff like this can happen, where like I just get stuck on an attack that's really not hard, but like I just get stuck on an attack for ages, and then if you don't, then that's going to be, you know, like catch-up time and everything. That's kind of what I think is really neat about racing this mode, because you know, even though it looks like I'm massively ahead at the moment, I'm really not. You know, it's just. That's just
this spell card.
Yeah, I forgot this bit existed. Why did I do that? That was really bad. I should have been punished for that. Yeah, this chapter right after Doremy's mid-bossing is excruciatingly long, and I died about 5 or 6 times here trying to get more of the bullets and stuff. Like, oh, and then I wasn't even paying attention to those ones. Yeah, this is really hard to do efficiently with Mercer.
Note to self, charging face first into a triangular bullets is not a good idea.
No, usually...
This is a triangle bullets just after the mid-boss.
Yeah. Oh wait, you're already there?
Yeah, I'm already at stage... I'm already past the stage 3 mid-boss.
There you go, we're at exactly the same point as each other again now, so... So, yeah, with Marissa...
Right, stars. I forgot about stars!
With Marissa, I think really the only succinct way to do this is just to not kill most of the enemies, which is completely counter to what I want to do in this game, because, you know, scoring, and not even scoring, but oh my goodness, don't die to stupid stuff like that. Yeah, I really want to try and get a resource piece. Wow, that was dumb. I really want to try and get a resource piece here, but it's taking me too long to clear this out. This is exactly what happened last time, and
all the resources from this one, I think, are going to come from the stars, because the stars are really where the grace is going to be at.
Oh, for sure, but the problem is I can't kill most of the stuff because I'm using Marissa. So that kind of...
Doremy isn't exactly killing them all either. Like, not all of them, but enough to have enough stars that it gets panicky if you're not careful.
Yeah. But if you wanted to get a resource... I killed about half of the enemies last time. If I wanted to get a resource piece with that, I would probably need 400 grays. So, not really going to happen here, but... I mean, it might do, but I'd be surprised. Yeah, 390, and I got... Oh, I actually got enough, okay. I killed 62% of the enemies, apparently, so a bit more than last time. Last time I only killed 50, so...
Ah! Oh, this section is long.
What, the Star Revenge Bullet one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I died there like 4 times, and that's why you basically like immediately caught up, because yeah, dying there costs a lot of time. Who would have guessed? Alright, so finally up at stage 3 boss of Doremy, and her non-spells are weird. I don't quite know how to describe them properly, but they are really, really weird. As is her theme. It's also pretty weird. Her spell cards are terrible, and yeah, I'm not really best equipped to tell you how to handle these. Yeah, this first attack, as you can see by the record here, it took a relative while for me to do the first time. I don't know what it is with it. It doesn't seem like it... Wow, that was just really weird. It doesn't seem like it should be that bad, but... there you go.
I'm getting too greedy with the get grays here. I really shouldn't be trying for the grays here.
So just move through the star waves like that. It's so much easier, but... There you go. So I need one more piece and I've maxed out on bombs. That's kind of weird. Whoa, hello. Never mind, I've used a bomb. Although that doesn't guarantee I'm going to clear this non-spell, because it still has a lot of health left, Jesus. Yeah, I did though, that's fine. So, a bit of a waste out. Oh yeah, the second spell card, you actually do have to go around this one. This is a very weird attack. I don't remember if we've ever seen anything quite like these sort of ring-based things here. Although I do find it sort of interesting that Ringo did not have any ring-based attacks, because, you know, you would think with that name...
Well, her patterns went in the ring.
I guess, yeah.
Oh, come on,
The last non-spell here is a bit weird, but it's not as hard as the other ones. As I say that as I die, but, you know. I bombed a lot. Technically, I bombed this non-spell before this, so whatever. But, yeah, this attack is not as hard as the other ones because of the size of the bullets. Like, everything's the same size, and they're not as large as the big circle bullets, so... It's really not as hard. Oh yeah, I forgot about this attack. Yeah, this stupid laser thing, like, immediately after. This attack is so out there. you can't stay in the direct center of the lasers at the start, because then one will hit you. I don't know if they're aimed in any way whatsoever. I never managed to work that out.
I don't think they are. I think it's a set pattern. It really feels like a set pattern.
It doesn't take many ways to do, but it's really tricky to look at everything from all angles.
Oh right, this is the segment that killed me. Stars and lasers.
Yeah. Oh, man. See, the problem is I am looking at the left and right, but I'm not like able to look underneath me all the time at the same time with it. So it's tricky for me to see. Oh, I should have been on the right hand side. It's tricky for me to see where all the lasers are actually coming from at any given point. And
why did I waste?
That was incredibly tight. Am I actually going to be able to capture it this time because I've focused enough damage? Yeah, I am. Okay. So that's one really good thing about running Marissa, is that she has massively high damage on everything. So.
Meanwhile, I just got to the boss of Stage 3.
And I'm at the last spell, but this spell, I should have had this captured in the previous one, but it killed me like the last possible millisecond before it actually like died itself. And I forgot the purple one came down that far. Oh, note to self, Doremy has a hitbox that you can run into when you've come straight out of... That was awesome. Okay, yeah, I don't like this attack too much because I'm really bad at trying to look at all directions, but then I've already established that before, so... Yeah, I could have moved down. I don't think there's much more to really say about this attack. It's just hard, and I don't know. And I might bomb it because, yeah, it's kind of silly.
That third wave keeps getting me. And I didn't.
Oh, I should have had it. It is. I think it actually is static though. So this is one of those that you would have to just learn. And that's okay. Like, I don't mind attacks like that. It's just, yeah, this one in particular is just really kind of hard for me to know what to do.
Okay, I think I actually found the actual intention for that first card.
Oh right, okay. What?
After all this time of like, I'll just go through the stars instead and hope for the best.
So what did you do?
Whenever the spell card starts, I go all the way to the top. That way, all the bullets spawn at the top. And then as they're spawning, I go down near the bottom, so that when they come, like, when they spread out a bit more, I can pass through the stars easier.
Right. Okay.
And I shouldn't have spell carded that, but oh well.
Hey, anything to get through it.
Oh right, I gotta go around this one.
Alright, so, Stage 4. Stage 4 music sounds really good, actually. Oh man. Lots of random lasers going about everywhere, though. And then there's some which are in a fixed pattern. Okay. Ah, that's not too bad. Oh, this is roughly aimed, but it still killed me. Okay. Yeah. This probably won't be too bad. Oh, it's aimed, but it's one of those things. It's aimed, but it's got a spread to it. Okay. That's... couldn't make it through that way. Right. So it's all about the formation of the yin-yangs and stuff here. Okay.
Oh, right, lasers.
Oh, right, lasers. Yeah, freaking lasers everywhere.
Okay, so again, this boss seems to have a gimmick of how to start with, and you usually want to start like right next to her when you start the spell card. By the looks of it.
Oh, whoa, okay, I probably should... Why am I going up to the POC every time? It's just about it's getting me killed. Stop doing it, Cal. It's like at the end of every one of these waves, I'm like, hey, let's go to the POC, and then I get myself killed. Like, that was a bad idea. What are you doing? You silly...
I moved to the right of that laser. Darn it. And stop staying at the bottom there, Rainbow.
Alright, so here is my issue with Marissa. This particular section, I want to be unfocused because of the spread is better, and if I'm focused with this section, then it seems like I can't kill very many of the things before they fire too many bullets. But that then has its own issues of movement speed. And I feel like this really shouldn't be taking me as long as it is, but...
Well, something I'm just now learning with Doremy is that during the laser bit, if you're like... that line keeps getting to me. If you're just right around the middle, like you're not at the bottom but you're not at the top, if you're right in the middle there, you're kind of at a point where the lasers are spread out just enough that they can't necessarily get to you. Like, they're easier to dodge, in a sense.
And that's time up.
Gosh. I'm back at the damn card!
Well, that's the 25 minutes, so you want to start with this? Well, I'll say when I've died in this section, because this is kind of a long area.
Yeah, I gotta take a break after that, because this spell card nearly broke me last time!
Well, I will go until I die then, which is going to be very soon, because this section is being weird. Oh my goodness, now they're throwing giant friggin' orbs at us as well, really. Although that's not as bad, actually. Alright, stage 4 mid-boss, I guess? Oh, she's shooting amulets. Okay. She also seems to have yin-yangs out, but I died, so whatever. Okay! That went significantly different, as you'd expect. I got half a stage further than last time, so not as much like super progress as you'd expect. But
you kind of had a memory coming back to you as you went on, while I just kind of went through and was like, oh yeah, crap. Pew!
Yeah, it's a little bit of that. I will not doubt that. But hey, that's just how it goes, I'm afraid. Sometimes, sometimes you remember things more than...
That's the way the cookie crumbles, I know.
Yeah. So, that is the first of Welcome to Die editions of stuff. We still died plenty of times, I'm sure, so good times ahead.
Yeah, both sides still suffered enough deaths that, yeah, this feels about right for a restart of everything.
Yeah, apologies for those who wanted it completely blind. Like I said, I will put my own initial thing up as well, but
I can offer a 22 minutes of footage, but after that it's pretty much from his perspective. Yeah, that's all I can offer.
It's unfortunate, but hey, that's what happens. But so
from here on, it'll be blind at least.
Yeah, and hey, the first half of that stage was blind for me, so there you go. So till next time, this has been Gamer Cow.
And this has been Kibatu. So until next time.
Yeah, take care. Oh yeah, that's right, you can hold control on the demos and have them speed up as well. I forgot about that. That was cool. Anyway, see you later.